Hello, everyone, and welcome to Week 8 of the 2016 wrap-up. I'm Matt Hamilton alongside Brianna Mellon. And again, district play well underway, and we've got a lot of action tonight.
Yeah, we certainly do, and got a lot of upsets as well, and some still undefeated teams too, so we'll make sure to get you guys all caught up and updated.
And someone's trying to upset Lance in this year's Pick'em as everybody's still chasing down the Pick Master. The Guru is a three-time defending champion, and yeah, I'm labeling Lance the Guru because he wins it every year, and he's leading, but he's only leading Phil by one game. Let's take a look at this week's Pick'em.
Pick 6 is brought to you in part by Domino's.
Here's the matchups. It was Pampa versus Borger. That's our game of the week. Stratford and Panhandle, and then Claude and Shamrock. Now, a lot of these games, 50-50 choices, a lot of very good teams involved, but you can see that Pampa was a popular pick tonight. How did you, the fans, decide to go? And there it is. Pampa, Stratford, Claude. That was three of the popular picks this evening. We'll have to show you how those matchups unfolded later in the evening. And we'll get our standings updated as well later in the show. And we'll have to find out if DJ can climb out of the cellar and if Bree can pick up a game on everybody else. We'll have to see how that all matches up. But nonetheless, we're going to get started with our 1A block. This is where we have a lot of our small town schools, but a lot of them off tonight for some reason.
Yeah, interesting. But let's get started with Happy taking on Follett at home. And we'll go to the second quarter. Happy already leading 30-0. And here's a play of the week candidate. Happy's Carson Bryant hits Colton McCarley. He makes an 11 guys miss in a 6-man game for the 70-yard touchdown. Happy goes up 36-0. Yeah, that was pretty nice. And then now Follett's turn. Fabian Gardrillo hits Jared Sean.
You could say he drilled it in there.
Okay, for the 20-yard gain. And then more here from Follett. Christian Garber. He's intercepted by Dalton Gray.
Who?
Dalton Gray.
All right.
And then Happy's McCarley. Gonna hit Gray for a 40-yard touchdown catch. Yeah, that was nice. And Happy getting a big win tonight, a blowout, 52-0. Now let's check out some scores.
Yeah, let's do that. Check this out. The only way in football for a game to finish 1-0 is by a forfeit. Hart with some injuries, not enough players to compete, so Paducah gets the 1-0 win, Bree.
And now Headley taking on Fort Elliott and the Cougars, wiping out the Owls 47-0. And then we had Vernon Northside falling to LaFours 63-0. LaFours remaining undefeated. And then Valley defeating Lubbock tonight 90-54.
Well, all right. And then this. Oh, we kind of jumped the gun. Now, we're not going to show you any spoilers. We're going to talk about our game of the week. Pampa taking on Borger this week. It was a big-time matchup. These two towns, massive rivals, but more than anything, this is a game that goes way back, and it's a game that counts because both these teams would like to win a district championship.
Yeah, and I mean, 4A started tonight as well, so kind of adding more to that rivalry game, first district game.
Now, both of these teams are already in the playoffs because it's such small district, but nonetheless, both of them want bragging rights. Our man DJ Ezel joins us now live in the studio. He's got the highlights.
Well, two teams that just don't like each other, Pampa and Borga. It's down in Borga. Let's check it out. It's the game of the week.
The game of the week is brought to you in part by Buffalo Wild Wings.
And here come the Bulldogs ready to defend that home turf. We're going to pick things up on the opening drive. Brandon Stewart hands off to Keyshawn Stewart, who fights his way down to a first down. And let's go down a few plays later as Stewart spins his way into the end zone. That's going to finish off the drive for the game's first score, 7-0 Harvesters. Now the ensuing drive, Alex Ortiz with a nice little bit of trickery on the reverse here to Marlon Jones, who's sprinting down the sidelines, cuts it back inside and almost makes it in. I'm calling horse collar on that one, but he stops him at the 2. They punch it into the next play to tie the game at 7. Now ensuing drive, Stewart looking deep for his favorite target, Brandon Wolfley, who's wide open and off to the races, and they're just going to get him at the end for 60 yards down in the 5. Ensuing play, Darrell Fields plows his way in the end zone. They'd missed the extra point, 13-7 Pampa at that point as they roll 43-17.
DJ, thank you. That's our game of the week. We'll revisit that. We'll also re-show you those percentage numbers over how you, the fans, decided to go. We know y'all picked Pampa, but we'll show you by how much later in the show, and we'll also bring you those pick'em results, as that was one of our pick'ems from the night. Now we got to hand out some awards, Brianna.
Yeah, let's get things rolling with Hit of the Week.
The Hit of the Week, brought to you in part by Jimmy Fincher.
Here we go. It comes from the Borger Pampa game, surprise, surprise, and it's Derek Norris, not the catcher for the San Diego Padres, but a linebacker for Borger. He hit Lorenzo Valdez, and he hit him hard. Guess we're not going to look at that one again.
Alrighty. Well, let's now go to Play of the Week. Coming out of Canadian Wildcats here, Chris Jones carrying the football. He leaps over the Highland Park defender and picks up the first down. Look at this.
The best is that he
Look at that.
forces the Highland Park guy to take out his own guy.
Insane. Didn't Ezekiel Elliott do that just in the last game?
He
Little
did.
hurdler
Yeah.
there. Pretty nice. Pretty fancy stuff there.
All right, well, those are our awards. We'll re-hand those back out at the end of the show. We've also got Battle of the Band still to come, as well as Fan of the Week, and you're not going to want to miss our Fan of the Week this week. It's certainly a good one, and maybe the best one we've had all year.
I think so.
All right, well, we'll let you guys be the judge of that as well, so be sure and stick with us. Don't go anywhere. We're going to jump into 2A. We have a ton of highlights, a ton of scores. We're going to have it all covered for you, so be sure and watch the wrap-up on News Channel 10 too.